So, good morning to all of you. Last class, you have seen the properties of applications of chi-square test. We have discussed three applications. First one is chi-square test used for testing variances of the population, and second one is it is used for testing goodness of fit, for fitting the parameters of different distributions, or testing the goodness of fit of different probability distributions. And the third one is testing independence of attributes, testing the independence of attributes. Okay. And today we are discussing a simple situation of testing of independence. We consider a 2 by 2 contingency table. 2 by 2 contingency table means two attributes with two categories. Okay. Suppose we have two categories A and B. We have two categories A and B. And for the category A, its subdivisions are A1, A2. And for category B, B1. So this table is called, this is row total, then it is column total. This table is called 2 by 2 contingency table. 2 by 2 means 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay, so how many cells we have? 4 cells here. And let the first observation in the first cell is A, and for the second cell it is B, third cell it is C, and the fourth cell. So these are the observations. These are the observations. Here O1 is A, O2, O3, O4. So we have 4 observations. That means 4 cells. Okay. And here the row total is, it is A plus B. Here it is C plus B. Column total is A plus C, and here it is B plus B. And the grand total is A plus B plus C plus D. That will be denoted by capital N. Capital. So in this situation, we have the total size is capital N, and it is divided into these 4 cells. Okay. And our null hypothesis in this situation is whether these two attributes are independent or not. Or we can say whether these two attributes are associated, whether these two class categories are associated or not. So to test such assumption, we know that we can use chi-square test. Okay, provided the observations in each cell should be greater than 5. There is a condition for using chi-square test. We check whether the observations in each cell is greater than or equal to 5. If in any cell the observations are less than 5, we use Yates correction. There is a technique called Yates correction. Yates correction. That I will explain later. Using Yates correction, we can use this chi-square test even if the cells containing less than 5 observations. But it is better, chi-square test is more suitable for situations where the cells having more than 5, the size is more than 5. Otherwise, it is not related. Chi-square test is not available, but we can use Yates correction. Okay. I think the best choice is Fisher exact test. If the observations are less than 5, then we may use another type of test called Fisher exact test. Okay. So this is a simple situation. Okay, this is the simple situation in chi-square test. We have 2 categories and 2 attributes and 4 cells. Okay. So how to use chi-square test here? We can easily derive a formula to compute chi-square test in this type of situations. That you know that chi-square, here chi-square is summation I is 1 to I is 1 to n. N means number of cells. How many cells? 4. Okay. Xi OI minus EI whole square by EI. This is the formula for chi-square test. Okay. Here what is OI? OI means observation in ith cell. or observations, observed values. Here observed values are A, B, C, and D. These are observed values. And we must find out what is called EI. EI means expected values. So we have to find out the expected value for each of these things. Okay. So observations are given, so no problem. But you have to find out expected values. So how to find out expected values in these sets? That in class we have discussed the technique how to find out expected value in these cells. These cells. For the first cell, for the first cell O1, this value is called O1, this is called O2, this is called O3, and this is called O4. So observed values are here. Now, how to find out expected value? How to find out the expected value in this cell E1? The formula is E1 is equal to, what is E1? You multiply the row total. Row total is this value. That is its column total, this value. So A plus B into A plus C. For the cell E1, its row total is A plus B, column total is A plus C. That multiplied that and divide that by total observation. Total is A plus B plus C plus D for N. So using this formula, we will get the expected value in the first cell. Similarly, what is E2? What is E2? E2 is in a similar way for E2, its row total is same, column total is different. Row total is A plus B and column total is B plus C. Okay, divided by N. Okay. Similarly, what is E3? E3 means this cell. Okay, this is here E2, then E3, then E4. How to find out the expected value in this cell? You check its row total and column. Row total is C plus D. That multiplied with the column total is A plus C. Then divide this quantity by capital N, total number of observations. Similarly, E4 is equal to, for this cell, row total is C plus B. Then its column total is B plus C. And all divided by N. So this is the technique to find out the expected values in this set. Okay. Now you have observed values and expected values. Then using this formula, we can easily find out the value for chi-square. So see how to find out the chi-square here. Here, the chi-square is equal to summation. Okay, summation. First cell, what is observed value? A. Observed value A minus its expected value. What is the expected value? That is E1. E1 is A plus B into its column totals A plus C. That divided by capital N. Okay, capital N. For capital N can be written as A plus B plus C plus. So O minus E all square divided by E. What is E? A plus B into A plus C divided by A plus B plus C plus. So this is expected value. Okay. O minus, that means O1 A minus its expected value all square divided by expected value. So you do this process in each and every cell, other three cells, and add all these values. Now that I am giving you sigma. Okay. So first you find out what about this value. What about this summation? So you take the denominator to the left side. It is A into A plus B plus C plus D. Okay. That minus A plus B into A plus C. Then all divided by A plus B plus C plus D. This all square divided by denominator is A plus B into A plus C divided by A plus B plus C plus. Okay. Now solve the numerator of this one. Here it is all square. So denominator is A plus B plus C plus D all square. Here also we have one a plus b plus c plus d. So you can cancel this a plus b plus c plus d and remaining a plus only one a plus b plus c plus d. And what about the solution for the numerator? For the numerator, you take this a inside and solve that. Write this here. So this is equal to numerator is a square plus ab plus ac plus ad. Then minus what about this product is a square minus in uh, outside a square plus ac plus ba plus bc. Okay. That divide this divided by 1 a plus b plus e. It can be or this is equal to a plus b plus c plus d into a plus b into a plus c. And here this is also. And one summation is here. One summation is here. So this is equal to here a square is can be cancelled minus a square ab minus a ba then ac ac. The remaining is summation ad minus bc whole square divided by a plus b plus c plus d into a plus b into a. You do this process. This is the solution for the first solution only. That is why I given sigma here. You do this process in the other three cells also. Then add all these steps. Okay. And you do that as an exercise. And finally, what you will get is a plus b plus c plus d. A plus b plus c plus. Can write this here. A plus b plus c plus d into ad minus bc whole square ad minus bc whole square divided by a plus b into b plus c a plus b into a plus c into c plus d into b plus c. Or this can be written as n into ad minus bc whole square by ad minus bc whole square by a plus b into a plus c into c plus d into b. So this formula is important. What this formula says? So the final result is chi square is equal to n into ad minus bc whole square divided by a plus b into a plus c into c plus d into b plus c. So this is a simple formula. What this formula says here n is total observation, that is a plus b plus c plus d, that is available in your contingency table. Then ad means product of this a into d, that minus b into c is a cross multiplication of these two opposite corners a into d then minus b into c. That is this difference. Then take the square of that one and divided by the product of row and column totals. First row total is a plus b. Okay. First row total is a plus b. So you multiply that row and column sums. Okay. Here a plus b is r1 for row sum of first row, then sum of first column, sum of second row. So it is very easy to calculate chi-square value for 2 by 2 table. Okay. So this is your calculated value. Then use the table value here. What is the degrees of freedom? Because two categories, 2 rows and 2 columns. This is chi-square with the degrees of freedom. How much? 2 minus 1 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. So chi-square with 1, then alpha. Use this and find out the table value. How you find out degrees of freedom here? Is 2 minus 1, row minus 1 into column minus 1. So 2 minus 1 into 2 minus 1. Okay, is 1 into 1, that is 1. So using table value, you will get the result. Okay. Now I am giving an example, a situation where we can use this 2 by 2 table. You consider a situation where the situation says that the sex-wise results of students. Okay, so result then sex. Okay, result pass fail. Then sex male female. Then here it is 52, here it is 38. Okay, then 59 and 51. This is the table. So here it is, this is total, total 90, then 110, 200, 200. There is 111, 89, so 200. Okay, there it is column. So here the problem is whether the result is significantly different in males and females or boys and girls. Whether the result is significantly different or the results are same. Yeah, the pass percentage or fail percentage is same in both the males and females. So here you can see that here we have 2 rows and 2 columns. So this is a 2 by 2 contingency table, 2 by 2 table, 2 rows and 2 columns. So you can consider this as ABCD. This as ABCD. This is A plus C. Okay, this is C plus D. This is A plus C. This is B plus D. This is A plus B and C plus B, and this is equal to N. So how to find out chi-square here? How to find out chi-square? You use the formula. What is that formula? Formula is chi-square is equal to N into AD minus BC all square by A plus B into A plus C into then C plus D into B plus C. So substitute the values here. What is that? So this is equal to 200 into what is A? A is this. So multiply these two and subtract that this product. So 52 into 51 minus 59 into 38. Okay, that divided by this is the square. Then that divided by column total into row total. That means 90 into 111 into 110 into 18. So using calculator, you can find out the value for this chi-square. You just multiply this these two values and subtract this product and square of that product, multiply by 200 and divide. So after computation, you will get the value is 0.3. So this is the chi-square table calculated value. Okay. Now what about table value? Here we have 2 by 2 tables. So degrees of freedom is 1. 2 minus 1 into 2 minus 1. And suppose alpha is, you can take it, it is not given in the problem, so you can take it 5% or 1%. Suppose I am taking alpha is 1%. Then its value is 6.63. This value, we get this value from the chi-square table. Then what will be the decision?
Here chi-square calculated value is 0.34 and chi-square table value is 6.63. So here the table value is greater than calculated value. That means you accept your H. Accept your H0. So that means there is no association between this male and female. There is no association between this male and female. That means there is no difference in the pass percentage or fail percentage in these two groups. That's okay. So you work out this type of problems. I think the time is almost over.